Let me ask each of you, who won the Electoral College in the 2020 election?
Senator, in 2020, President Biden was certified and served 4 years as president.
Ms. St. John?
Same answer, Senator.
Ms. Judge Shepard?
Senator, same answer.
Mr. Wolf?
Same answer, Senator.
Don't you feel kind of like monkeys or puppets here, having been given that answer by your minders without standing up and speaking out what the truth is?
There are moments on Capitol Hill that grab headlines for all the wrong reasons. Shouting matches, walkouts, finger-pointing. But sometimes, what sticks with me isn't the noise, it's the silence. Let's talk about a Senate Judiciary hearing that's still echoing in my mind. Senator Richard Blumenthal, sitting across from a line of judicial nominees, didn't launch into a partisan attack. He started with something simple, a question about courage. Not the kind you show in a firefight, but the kind you show when the truth is awkward, maybe even risky.
Senator Schmidt asked you about moments of your career where courage was demanded. And so I'm going to pose to you some questions that may evoke that kind of moment. Let me ask each of you, beginning with Mr. Davis, who won the popular vote in 2020?
Senator, in 2020, President Biden was certified and served 4 years as president.
Who won the popular vote?
Senator, the same answer. President Biden was certified.
St. John?
Senator Joe Biden was certified the winner of the 2020 election and served 4 years.
Judge Shepard?
Senator, President Biden was certified the winner and served 4 years.
Mr. Wolf?
Same answer, Senator.
Same answer. Once again, refusing to acknowledge who won the popular vote. I am insulted as a member of this body that you simply won't tell us the truth. And that speaks chillingly of what you will do as a United States District Judge if you're confirmed. Let me ask each of you, who won the Electoral College in the 2020 election?
Senator, in 2020, President Biden was certified and served 4 years as president.
Ms. St. John?
Same answer, Senator.
Ms. Judge Shepard?
Senator, same answer.
Mr. Wolf?
Same answer, Senator.
Don't you feel kind of like monkeys or puppets here, having been given that answer by your minders without standing up and speaking out what the truth is? Let me ask you this question, Mr. Davis. Was the United States Capitol attacked on January 6, 2021?
Senator, any characterization of the events that occurred on January 6th would wade into political waters. As a sitting nominee for a federal judicial position, it would be inappropriate under the canons of judicial conduct for me to discuss anything that would characterize.
Have you seen video footage of the attack?
Yes, Senator.
And what did you see in those videos?
Senator, again, describing that in ways I think the video speaks for itself and people can draw their own inferences. Anything more than that would be getting into characterizing.
You're not going to be sitting on a case involving the January 6th attack on the United States Capitol. To tell us you won't answer this question is an insult to our intelligence. Ms. St. John, was the United States Capitol attacked on January 6th, 2021?
Senator, as Mr. Davis stated, I believe it'd be inappropriate as a judicial nominee to weigh in on these political controversies.
I'm not asking you to weigh in. I'm asking you to answer a question.
Senator, under the judicial canons of conduct, I believe it would be inappropriate for me to do so.
Which rule of the Code of Conduct?
It would be Canon 5, sir.
Canon 5 bars you from answering a simple factual question: was the United States Capitol attacked on January 6th? Have you seen a video of that attack?
I have, sir.
And what did you see in the video?
Again, as Mr. Davis stated, multiple judicial nominees have responded to
Well,
this question.
if you're
as I
honest
am.
with this committee, what you saw is a bunch of insurrectionists attacking the Capitol with all manner of weapons, some of them lethal. Judge Shepard, was the United States Capitol attacked on January 6, 2021?
Senator, as a sitting judge and nominee, I would echo the comments of my
You're
colleagues.
sitting state court judge.
That's correct, Senator.
Do you have a case before you dealing with January 6th?
I do not, Senator.
Mr. Wolf, was the United States Capitol attacked on January 6, 2021?
Senator Blumenthal, I'd give the same answer as my colleagues.
Same answer. You've all been carefully rehearsed. You are going to be on the bench, if you're confirmed, carefully rehearsed for what you will say about the Constitution and the statutes, without the kind of courage that you should be expected to show in that position, a position of trust, more serious than any other in our government with a lifetime tenure. I think you failed the test. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you all for being here. And
Blumenthal asked the nominees to describe moments in their careers when they stood up for the truth, even when it cost them something. It was a setup, and you could feel the tension building. Then, he dropped the real question. Who won the popular vote in the 2020 presidential election? Easy, right? But nominee after nominee sidestepped. Each one repeated almost the exact same words. President Biden was certified and served 4 years. Blumenthal tried again, this time with the Electoral College. And again, same answer, same wording, as if they'd all been handed the same script backstage. That's when the senator's frustration broke through. He called out what everyone in the room could hear. These weren't real answers. It wasn't just that the nominees wouldn't say Joe Biden won. It was that, faced with a basic well-known fact, they dodged. They gave the safe answer, not the honest one. Blumenthal pressed harder. Did they see the U.S. Capitol get attacked on January 6th? What did they think happened? And again, the nominees ducked. They cited judicial ethics, saying it wouldn't be appropriate to call it an attack or say what they saw. Even after acknowledging the videos, they wouldn't describe them. This wasn't about politics, Blumenthal argued. This was about reality, about being able to say this happened without fear or calculation. And hey, if you appreciate conversations that get straight to the heart of what matters, make sure you hit subscribe. I want to keep bringing you the truth, without the noise. Blumenthal's point was sharp. If future judges can't say what's true when it's obvious to everyone else, can we trust them to be independent when it counts? He accused the nominees of hiding behind the rules, using neutrality as a shield, when what was really needed was clarity. He ended with a warning. Lifetime judicial appointments aren't just about legal skill, they're about moral courage, the willingness to speak the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. So, here's the question I'm still wrestling with. Should judges be expected to state basic facts, or does their job require a kind of silence, even when the truth is staring us all in the face? That's the debate this moment started, and I have a feeling it's only just begun.